Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had everybody that loves prison fan fiction, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and have them smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the massive, humongous, giant list of patronis. I see that list right there. Stay tuned for your well-deserved shout out at the end. If you haven't already signed up, make sure you sign up for the new website. Make sure you hit that link in the description below. You're definitely missing out. This episode right here, man. Honestly, I was like, I don't even know what topic these guys want to hear, man. So I'm just going to break it down for you. What it was that did the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation in, okay? What it was, what was effective against them. On this journey of ours, from when I resigned December 1st, 2022, this count of murder homicides was 0 in December 2022. And then as Jeff implemented his California model per Daddy Gavin Newsom's instructions and Bree Williams, the count quickly rose to 87. That's a backstory. You guys got to understand what I did, man, and how I was able to do it. I'll walk you guys through exactly maybe that's what this episode will be titled, How I Exposed the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. I had 16 years in. I was a lieutenant. I knew my way around the block, literally, figuratively. I knew my way around managers, meaning I knew their get down. I knew how grimy they were, how corrupt they were, how liars they were. They will lie under oath. They will lie on reports. They will falsify documents. All of this is true. I already knew all of this. I knew that all internal measures failed. If you file an EEO complaint within the department, you're pretty much just doomed. If you file outside DFEH, that's not going to go nowhere. If you file through the Office of Inspector General, OIG, you just told on yourself. They are in bed with CDCR. So I knew all of this, right? It's chess. It's not checkers. There's a lot of young dummies on here that just can probably, maybe when they're older, more experienced and their mind develops, they'll be like, holy shit, that's what that dude did, right? Maybe, I don't know what it looks like on the surface. I don't think that's small, right? I think big picture, chess. So those are the obstacles. So for me to have went heads up against the department while inside of the department. Some people tried, some people did, right? There's a good lieutenant at Donovan, female type. She went heads up and she won on a lawsuit. But that's because she had that manager dead to rights, like caught him in a documented lie where he couldn't go nowhere. And Connie Gibson still saved that fucking captain's job. Carrillo, and demoted him to Centinela. So you can see all of the shadiness, right? The favoritism, the nepotism, the corruption, the green wall code of silence at the managerial level and only at the managerial level. Lieutenants and down, no green wall. Captains and up, oh, definitely a green wall, let me tell you. So now that you know that, who's who, what's what, when I came out, I had all the fucking receipts for Donovan Prison from Connie Gibson, Kimberly Seibel, from Connie Gibson, the director, Kimberly Seibel, the associate director. Then it was dumbass Ron Davis, the associate director, Warden Marcus Pollard, who I worked for directly as a public information officer, and Chief Deputy Warden Raquel Buckle, and then all her idiot goons beneath. And Sacramento headquarters wasn't really tripping on me at that time because I wasn't a direct threat to them. I had even wrote a book, Operation Yard Recall, available on Amazon, where I put documentation in that book. They weren't really tripping because I had not exposed the machine yet. I had only exposed a small portion. And then as I continue to do what I do and the Lord sends soldiers my way, I start learning a lot more about other places and other people. Jared Lozano, Jeffrey Lynch, Gina Jones, Jeff McCumber, Art Guillen. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, time out. What is going on here? And then I come to realize that corruption was plaguing the entire department. That's a fact. So even then, up until my 2-year mark, because I'm coming up on 3 years of doing this daily, no days off. Thank you. Gracias a ti y tu Celi. In reality, it was just really hearsay, verbal, my hearsay against the department, not even acknowledging me. They were making moves behind the scenes. They still are. They're panicking. They're in full panic mode. But it wasn't until I started releasing evidence, documentation, video footage of what is really transpiring inside the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation that they fucking lost their mind. They realized, oh shit, dude, the cat's out of the bag. The cat's out of the bag. So what was it? What ultimately, and for those, what are the predecessors? The people that are going to come after me. Copy my playbook. My playbook is documented on the YouTube. If you want to expose your corrupt entity, you have to have video footage of the corruption. Reason I say that is because it didn't really fucking make them panic until the video footage started coming out. So what started happening? Illegal search warrants into my personal email address. How was it illegal? Because they lied to Google and told them that I was an active current employee. And then they put my email, which I'm not. They allege I was committing felonies. Really? Really? At the best, at the most, it's a fucking misdemeanor. Knock it off, OIA. You're trying too hard. You're going to go down with the corruption. Remember the whole prison fan fiction comment that CDCR made about me? They can go to hell and eat a dick. That's a fact. Right now, the department is attempting to turn over every stone on taxpayer dime resources in an attempt to silence me yet again. While you still have a murder at Tehachapi 2 days ago. Yesterday, you had an attempted murder on a peace officer. Throat got slashed. Tehachapi. Inmate Fournier. Inmate Fournier. Despensa Fournier. I had a buddy in the army named Fournier. That's how I know the last name. Charlie number 2. C number. And to the current employees, man, I hope you really see what kind of department you're in now. We already knew, Hector. No. I really hope you see what kind of department you're in now. Most fucking unethical, disgusting, by far the toxic. I'll tell you that. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I said, dude, it is much easier and a more pleasant experience to get hit by a roadside bomb in Iraq than to work for the California Department of Corruption and Retaliation. What did that tell you? It tells me this. With that, this episode was sponsored by the following patronies. All fed, non-dead. All praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. All fun and games till I get stabbed. Tehachapi. Alma. Alomac 6. Amazing Grace. Angel to You. A Perks Heights. Arnold. Arkeef 5. Atreyu, A-Trax, Autism 5150, AWOL like Monty, Beeman 54, Bell 559, Big Shags at Westminster TLS, B Perez 61, Brother Matt, B San 09. Can I get a partial? Sure, I guess. Candice 2000, Carmine the Pitbull, Casas, Cell Warriors, FML, Central Coast Tactical, what's up my boy, Chandler, Chet Charon, Chef Owner, Chevelle 66, Cindy Salas 213, Seymour 22, Crazy Psycho Chick, Christia Adam, Darla, Daryl 2X, Dars Boy 91, DB 917, D Daniel MN, Donk, Earth, Blood, Operator, Advas 805, El Gato Loco, Esquiel, Isoza, Esparza, Frolin 1992, Frosted Freaks, F the Watch Mafia, G-Rye, GS, GGH 93, Glow with the Truth, Gooberman 04, Groovy T, Hack the Planet, Heme Body, Hero Flow, Hexy, Hold My Beer, Where's My Chancla? How much time do I have in the books? If you don't pass, you're gonna get gassed. I have a time, 79. I'm up, they see me, I'm down. It is what it is. Jabs, Javi Fired, Jay Garcia, Jay Smith, Jay Card, JG 48, J Robin Look, John G 14, Kevin Feely, sup Kevin? I got to text you back today. Kevin Rangel. I'm going to say Michigan Wolverines, even though he didn't sign up here. I still got to transfer that list, man. Dispensa, this was a disaster that CDCR did. K Cutter 91. La Primera Play at your own risk 209. Leave it for third. Lift. Let me see your starfish. LG Mendoza, Little Miss Sunshine, Livewire, L Johnny, Lugo, Maladjusted, Manny, Mark Drez, Mark HC, 123, Marlin, Martinez, Cool Girl, Mercenary Mindset, Miguel, 41, MM12, Mr. Delacruz, 559, Mr. Curly, 24, Miss Scorpio Rising. I got to call you today, Miss Scorpio Rising. Nadine 916, Nuscum is a B. Ninja Flip, no disrespect, Sergeant. Just sign my logbook and get the F out of my building. Noel Hernandez, Officer Valencia, Old Motherfucking Jones, One Life. Open up my cell. Operator Alcorn, Pelon 1205, Perro Pollo, Pool Noodle for a Baton 314, PT Relentless One. Retired Red Wings 2022, R Feek 78, Rolex 1010, Reese 99, Sabo Joe 83, Sailor Girl 53, Salaban 209, Salk 333, Security leveled out, Spark 1212, Spineless Jeff, Steezy G, Steven 3, Sud California 90s Kid, Take It Back Now, That Marine Guy 96, the one and only Gaxiola, the sick one, Tony Ortiz, T-Pitcher, Truth Seeker, user USMC 2025, Vang 170, Vic, Vincent, Will White, YC Cisco, Yes Sir, and Zeus 123. As you can see, that list is freaking huge. If you want to support the mission, if you want to support the cause, it's not easy. If you want to see exclusive content and see what's really happening within the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, make sure you hit that link in the description below. You're definitely missing out. Love you guys. Keep pushing forward.